Hello everyone, my name is Kome Martins and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. As regarding the last video I did in parenting and stress-free parenting, we had just 2 points, which is negative talk approach and try not to live your past life in the present. And those 2 points are going to take us to the next 4 points that we're going to discuss subsequently that makes parenting less stressful. You know, children don't love it when we speak to them authoritatively, ordering them to do every and anything without them having a say or having any option. It causes stress in parenting. They are human like us. They have emotions, they have feelings, they have the decisions to make. So parents, we cannot always be speaking to our children authoritatively. It creates a conflict, an emotional conflict, a chaos in the connection between the parents and the children, that when they notice you speak to them authoritatively, they will not really carry out your instruction. They can just sit down out of fear and out of respect and listen to what you're saying. And at the end, they still will not do that which you want them to do. For some children, they will, but not with gladness in their heart. It's just because daddy is the head of this house, so I have to do it. When I start paying my bills, nobody can talk to me, which is we are already causing a chaos in your family, in the life of that child. Children don't love it when parents speak to them authoritatively, ordering them about. Instead of us speaking to them authoritatively, why don't we speak to them in a very loving manner, like two grown-up adults? Don't forget, they are very smart. Sit them like the way you were talking to your wife, like, hello son, hello daughter, how are you doing? A, B, and C you did. What can you say about it? Do you think doing that makes you become a genius? You didn't really make daddy proud about what you just did and how you did it. So tell me the reason why you did it. It's always discussing in a very loving manner. You see your children expressing their deepest emotions and their deepest secrets to you because they always know you don't try to boss them, to control them. You allow them to express themselves. Even though they are wrong, they still believe that when I tell daddy the truth, when I express myself to dad or mom, they will still understand why I did it and they can correct me in love. So parents, try not to speak to your children in an authoritative manner. It creates stress in parenting. It creates stress in the family. It creates a rift in connection between parents and their children. And that will lead us to our second point, which is explaining to our children properly. When I was growing up, my father of blessed memory sometimes, most times, can't explain to me why A and B is like this. Parents can't truly explain to their children properly for them to understand, thinking that children don't understand, so there's no need for us to explain to you. And that also causes stress in parenting because we are expecting the children to understand and we are not doing a proper explanation to them. You're just giving them half-baked information, and when they are behaving, when their attitude is going south, you are complaining, and it is when you are stressing you as a parent. You can actually explain to your children, mommy and daddy, it's not financially buoyant now. Can you guys give us a month so that we'll be able to gather up and get you what you asked for? The child definitely will understand. That's a proper explanation to a child. But most parents will say, the child will not understand. No need to explain to the child. Please, parents, let's do proper explanation to our children. They understand very properly and they can bear with us. But before they can bear with us, they need understanding through proper explanation that this is what is happening, this is how the family is going, this is how the office and the work is going now. You need to be patient, you need to be calm, you need to keep cool, for we are gathering, we are making things better, and you're going to enjoy everything you ask for with time. They get it. They understand. Please, as parents, we should do proper explanation when we are addressing our children. It makes stress go away from parenting them. Because if we fail in doing this, we'll be creating a lot of stress and chaos with our family and with our children that we are trying to parent. This will lead to the key point, which is no communication with our children. this causes serious stress in parenting. When parents fail to communicate with their children, it causes a lot of stress in parenting them. To children, the best word for love is what? Quality time, which is communication. Always discussing with them, talking with them, expressing yourself. However it goes, discussing with them. Communication is key in parenting. We must always, as parents, communicate with our children. It is key. As parents, we need to try to be able to communicate with our children on a daily basis. Create that platform, create that trend to always talk to your children. It is key. Talking to your children makes parenting very stress-free, very easy, because they understand you, you understand them. You guys sit down to talk about work. How, Junior, how are you doing? How, Jennifer, how was school today? What are you going through? Why are you behaving like that? What happened? They always want to talk. Children want to say something. So parenting them means we should always communicate with them as parents. We should create this quality time to talk with them, to sit with them, to communicate with them, to see into their minds. Let us understand each other. It's key for parenting. It's key for stress-free parenting. When we communicate with our children, we don't speak to them authoritatively. We are doing proper explanation. Believe me, your parenting them will be very easy. We won't be having stress. We won't be complaining. We won't be having headaches saying, how did I get here? Why did I give birth to you? We won't be saying all those negative words. And this will lead to the last one to wrap up this discussion in parenting. And this is, what will it be? Having high expectation of your children. It causes stress in parenting. The expectation you have placed that they will have to reach. And if they don't meet it, how do you feel as a parent? You feel very disappointed. You feel very pained that all I've been doing, all I did for you, all what I put into this for you to be this, you couldn't even amount to this. It causes stress in parenting. We shouldn't place high expectation on our children. We should build with them. We should be able to carry them along. We should be able to support them. Even if they fail, we should be able to tell them, thumbs up, I'm your #1 fan. You did well. You just have a little challenge in doing this rightly. And we are going to study together. We are going to make it work. We are going to do it in the right way. That is how you encourage them. Anything, placing high expectation, and them not meeting it, and them not meeting up to demand, it breaks the heart of parents, and that alone can cause you high BP. Creating the course that your children are going to read in school, creating the kind of job that you want them to do, can actually disappoint you. High expectation. No, my daughter must be a barrister, must be a lawyer. My son will be a doctor, a medical doctor. And that boy wants to become a painter. And that girl wants to become a fashion designer or makeup artist. At best, they'll go to the school. When they're done with the certificate, they drop it at your table. They will still go back to what they love. High expectation in children creates rift and stress in parenting. Let's work with our children time after time. Let's see what they are best. Let's see what they are good at. Let's see their best. Let's see their failures. Let's encourage them. Let's clap for them. A standing ovation for them. Even when they are failing, say, yes, failure is the step to success. If you don't fail, you cannot grow. So failure is a path that will make you attain success. So don't be afraid of failure. When you tell your child that, he or she will be so happy to move with speed to see that that thing is done, and that thing will bring about success. That is how we should behave. That is how we should parent our children. That is the word that will leave our mouth as parents, trying to make them feel good, comfortable where they are, but not placing high expectation on them that drives them crazy, that drives them beyond their range, that they try to just do to see that my dad should be okay, but it's not from their heart. If we want to push our children, we should push them in the right way, which is encouraging them. So we should please take away high expectation from our children. We should work with them part-time, see how they grow. see how their success rise, and we should be a part of faith. That is why we need to be involved in their lives. That is why we don't need to speak to them authoritatively. That is why we need to do proper explanation, talking to them in love. That is why we don't need to place high expectation. That is why we need to have good communication skills with them. We're doing this for, believe me, parenting will be stress-free. And as a parent, you will come to enjoy the work of parenting your children. Thank you for listening. Please click on the button to follow more, turn up your notification button, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more relevant videos. Peace out.